When King Asa died, Jehoshaphat, his son, became king of Judah. The Lord blessed him, and he followed the example of King David. The first thing he did was make Judah more secure. Then he set up an educational system so that the people could better understand the laws of God. The Lord put fear in the surrounding nations, so they didn't want to go to battle with King Jehoshaphat. At that point, the king decided that he wanted to make an alliance with the northern tribe of Israel. He did this by arranging a marriage between his son and King Ahab's daughter. To strengthen this alliance, he went to Samaria to visit with King Ahab. While he was there, Ahab said, "I'm going to go to battle with Syria. Come with me and we'll fight together." Jehoshaphat said, "I'm willing to go if it's God's will. Let's ask the prophet and see what he says." So Ahab called in all 400 of his prophets and said, "Should I go to battle with Syria?" Oh, they said, "Definitely, you should go to battle. The Lord will give you victory." Jehoshaphat said, "I was wanting to hear from a prophet of the Lord. Don't you have one of those here in Israel?" "Oh, yes, we have one. I don't like to hear him. He always says bad things about me." Jehoshaphat said, "Still, I want to hear what he says." So Ahab said to the guard, "Go get Micaiah and bring him here." As the guard brought the prophet in, he said to him, "All the other prophets have spoken well of the king's plans, so you should do the same." Micaiah turned to the guard and says, "As God lives, I will speak what he tells me to say." When he got there, King Ahab says, "Micaiah, should I go into battle against Syria or should I stay home?" "Oh, you should definitely go into the battle. The Lord will give you success." Ahab says, "Micaiah, I have told you over and over again, you are always to tell me the truth." Micaiah says, "I see Israel scattered like sheep because their master is dead." Ahab said to Jehoshaphat, "See, I told you, he always says bad things about me." Micaiah says, "Listen to the word of the Lord." God spoke to his angels and says, "How can I get Ahab to go to this battle?" Well, the angels had various ideas of how to do it. Finally, one angel turned and said, "I have an idea. I can make Ahab go to that battle." "How is that?" "I will be a lying spirit in the mouths of his prophets. They listen to him, and he will go to that battle." And the Lord said, "That is how we'll do it." One of the prophets walked up to Micaiah and slapped him in the face. Ahab yelled, "Guard, take this man back to prison. Don't feed him anything but bread and water until I return back from the battle." Micaiah turned to the crowd and said, "Listen to what I have to say. If King Ahab comes back from battle alive, then I am not a prophet of the Lord." Both kings went to the battle, Ahab said to Jehoshaphat, "You can wear your royal robes, but I think I will disguise myself as a common soldier." The battle that day was fierce. The Syrians were determined to kill King Ahab, but they couldn't find him. Finally, they saw Jehoshaphat and thought he might be King Ahab, and they went towards him, but when they found out that he wasn't, they turned back. And then by chance, an Assyrian soldier put an arrow in and shot it into the air, not aiming at anything in particular. The arrow came down and hit Ahab at a joint in his armor. He cried out, "Take me off the battlefield, I'm wounded." They took him to the edge of the battle and they propped him up in his chariot so he could watch how the battle was going. He sat there until the sun finally set in the west, and then he died. They took him back to Samaria, buried him there. Someone then washed the chariot out at a pool. Dogs came and licked up his blood, just like the prophet had said.